Hey, welcome to Twisted Pines today. We're a little milestone out here. You can see in the background, we've upgraded to a travel trailer. So that's a big perk out here. Now we can stay all night long without tents and can get a lot done. We've got a lot done, and now we're at the point where up here on the top of the hill where the house is going to eventually be, we want to get the trailer moved around there, but we had a very huge burn pile. And I had to whittle it down a little bit, pulling off of it and burning. But finally, today, you can see here, the burn pile, the big one on top of the hill, is small enough where we could light it on fire on the top of the hill. It's actually on fire and burning. So hopefully by the end of this weekend, this burn pile will be gone. And I can come in here and clean up with a blade, box blade, and a rake, and get this all cleaned up. And eventually, just here on the other side of this burn pile is where the travel trailer will sit, and it'll sit right in here in this area and look down the drive down that way. So that's where the travel trailer is now. Hey. So we have the septic engineer coming in today too. He's gonna come in here, look over everything, and draw up the plans for the septic system. I can tell you now, having a septic engineer costs me $375. So if you're looking at getting a plans drew up for a septic in a county that you have to have a septic engineer draw up plans, some counties don't. You don't have to do that. But in Walker County, Texas, you have to have a septic engineer come in, do a perk test, and draw up a septic engineering plan for the size home that you want to build. So we're going to have that done today as well. And so we're moving right along here. I'll keep you posted. And man, it's really nice to finally have this pile burning. By the end of this weekend, this pile will be gone and we can move the travel trailer over here, which is good because I didn't like it being up in the trees. I didn't want nothing to fall on it. Once the travel trailer's moved over here, I'll be doing a video and showing you, we're gonna build a permanent cover for it. You can buy metal ones, but we're gonna build one on it just using 4x4s and 2x6s and sheet metal. It'll be cheaper than buying metal ones that you put up, because we plan on taking it down, moving it to the back side of the property once we start construction of the house. So it's simple. We'll concrete it into the ground. When we get ready, we'll take it apart, unscrew it, and use a tractor to pull the 4x4s back up out of the ground and just replant them back over there. All it is. Sorry for the pause. Oh, hold on. Let me plug the microphone back in. I got a phone call. That was a septic engineer. He's down the road. He couldn't find his way. There we go. Hopefully you can hear me better now. He's coming down the road now. He passed us up because I don't know why people always have a hard time finding it. It's almost a big old double green gate. It says Twisted Pine on it. So here he comes now. I bet that's him. So we'll see. Alrighty, y'all take it easy. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to Twisted Pines. This is Mr. Katabani. It's difficult for me to say. Katabani. He's a septic engineer, and he's going to explain to us the reason why we're going to need an aerobic system out here. I'll tell you now, he's already pounded his ground pounder in and found out that we have clay soil basically just under the bottom. I could probably kick the dirt off and there would be clay right there. So that's not good for a regular old-fashioned septic system, what they call a leach line system. So he's going to explain now why an aerobic system is going to be perfect for me, and the ins and outs and how it's done and how he designs it. So take a look here. He's going to explain.
As you can see on clay, just about 18 inches down, and this is a restricted area, so we cannot put a conventional system in here. So what we're going to go with is the next step up is an aerobic system, An aerobic system uses aerobic bacteria to break down the fecal. Conventional system uses anaerobic bacteria to break down the fecal. Conventional system requires about 4 feet of sand, and we don't have that here. So now we're going to go ahead and design an aerobic system. And the way the aerobic system works is has compartments, or 3 tanks. The primary one holds the solids, the middle one, which is the treatment. Aerobic bacteria is in there, breaks down the fecal, goes through the chlorinator, and then pump tank is pumped surface application. But the ones I designed, it's a New Water B550 model. It's a 600 gallon it's a system for the same price as a 500 gallon system. It's a big block. It's a rectangular block, 7 feet wide, 14 feet long, and it has 4 compartments. The first compartment is a trash tank. The second compartment is where the aerobic bacteria takes place. The third compartment is the clarifier, and the fourth compartment is the pump tank. So the clarifier, if anything is still floating up, it's taken back for treatment, and the aerobic bacteria breaks it down until it settles down. And then in the fourth compartment, or the pump tank, we have floats and a pump, submersible pump. Whenever the water rises to a certain level, the pump comes on from the float switches, and then it sprays a radius of 31 radius, 62 diameter. We're going to have only 2 of them for a 3-bedroom house. We need 54 square feet to dispose of the water. With the 31 radius, you're looking at 6,038 square feet. So that suffice. So having said that, that concludes everything that I have to do around here. I'm going to need your survey, and then you're going to show me where we at. I'm going to take probably GPS points to drop it right in the right location. I'll go on my computer and do the CAD work. Once I do that, I'll stamp and seal the blueprints and the soil analysis, and then I'll give it to you. I'll mail it to you. You go to the county, you pull the permits. Once you pull the permits, or before you pull the permits, you're going to have to get somebody who's going to put it in. I'll give you a couple of names, and they'll give you 2 things. Walker County requires a maintenance agreement and a landscaping contract. A maintenance agreement stating that for the next 2 years, whoever is putting it in has to maintain it. He'll be coming out 3 times a year and checking the BOD, the sludge level, and all that stuff. And if anything breaks within the 2 years, it's under warranty. He'll repair it. The landscaping contract stating that whenever he gets done putting the system in, he will go ahead and dress it up to the natural state it was before he came here.
What is that going to mean for me, considering that most of my property is going to stay looking like the woods? I will clean up where I need to for the septic system, of course, because you have to have a place for the water to go. And my next question is, can that water that the septic system, when it sprinkles it out, because it comes out of sprinkler heads, right? That water is good to water the grass and everything, right?
Yes. It's actually, the water is about 98 to 99% pure water, but it's in the state of Texas, we recommend you don't use it for edible stuff.
Right, but to water my grass, it'll be perfect.
Hay, all that's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah. If we put, you were asking about the spray heads. Yeah, they're regular spray heads, but they're called low angle. They spray low. It's a low angle spray head. The regular ones are, they spray up in the air a little bit. This one here, they have to be 10 feet away from any tree. So hypothetically, if we put one right here, you don't have to clear anything, as long as it keeps the tree 10 feet away.
So in this clearing that you're standing in right now, one could go right there and be fine.
Well, because of the water well, 100 feet is right here, you're going to have to move in that area right there, because it's 31 radius. So 31 going to be from here to right there, 31 to right in between right there. We're going to put one, and then we're going to put another one probably in that vicinity if you want it there, or the other side, however you want it. But it has to be 100 feet from that way.
That brings up a good point, sir. What everybody may have seen the videos, may or may not know, is right over there in this area right here, there's a well that was found when we were clearing that's probably over 100 years old, It's an old hand dug well, and I want to use that water for irrigation, to water the grass and everything. So that's what he's talking about when we have to stay 100 feet away. That well, he did use this measure to walk from that well to here, which he got 90 feet, and we know there's another 10 feet over here, and then that's when he started checking the soils. So we know that from that point around to the other side of the house, we could put a septic system in and then put the sprinklers in, and we'll be good. And that's what he's going to draw his plans up. Do you want to give them your information if anybody's out there watching in this area that might need a septic engineer?
Yeah, my name is John Katambani. My company is called K&B Tech. My phone number is 936-661-3850 or 936-293-1598. My email address is johnkatambani@gmail.com, and the spelling again is Katambani is Katambani, and I operate from Centerville all the way to Houston, Liberty all the way to Bryan College Station. That's my vicinity. It's about a 100-mile radius that I operate.
And I'll put a link to his email on the channel, so you guys, if y'all need a good septic engineer, you can give him a call and he can come out and do it. And the charge for this, I'm gonna put it out there.
It depends on the location. So it starts at $375, $350, $375. If you're in Huntsville, closer to me, it's actually $325. So the farther you go away, the more expensive it is.
I'll tell y'all, for me it was $375, but I'm far from the city. I'm in the middle of nowhere out here in the woods. So, but that's, from what I've looked around, that's pretty fair for a septic engineer to come out and do your stuff for you. Say hi again, sir. Tell them bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, so that's some information for getting a septic engineer out and getting your septic plan done. We're gonna do some more walking around and figure out exactly where the septic is gonna go, how the plan's gonna be laid out, so that me and Mr. Katambani is on the exact same page when he draws his plans up, because I know he only wants to do it one time. We don't want to be back and forth out here. So, hey, there you go from Twisted Pines. I'll give you some more video later of the big pile burning. But hey, Godspeed and y'all have a good day.